So those are really two different topics. And let's talk about the free in-home care for seniors. And that is a program where the state of Florida will provide somebody with up to 30 hours per week of free in-home care. Robert, tell the listeners if the state of Florida were to send somebody for the 30 hours of free in-home care, what kind of services would that person provide?
So they will almost do anything. They'll do like light yard work or cleaning. They'll do cooking, assist with meals, assist with medicine, bathing, dressing, toileting. They'll even take you to the doctor if need be. It's truly a wonderful program. However, you're never going to get more than 30 hours of care, but sometimes 30 hours of care is just what the doctor orders, so to speak.
And in your experience, if somebody was to get this free in-home care, would they expect the same person to be showing up week after week, or is the state of Florida always swapping out people?
So it's not the state of Florida. What Florida does, the state, they hire or contract with like 5 different insurance companies. And then when you get called off of the late wait list and you're approved for Medicaid, you as the consumer, so to speak, you get to pick that group, and they're the ones that are going to send people to your house.
And could you expect to have the same person week after week, or could
You
they be?
If they do what you need them to do, they will. And the misnomer is, Tom, like people think, oh, I'm on Medicaid, I'm going to lose my Medicare and I'm going to lose my Medicare supplement. You don't. You still get to keep all of that, and then you get this additional help.
And when you get this free in-home care for seniors, 30 hours per week, do you, the customer, set what those hours are, or how is that determined?
You tell them when you need them.
And in your experience, are most people using them during the daytime?
It's traditionally daytime.
And can it be for light cooking too?
Absolutely.
Shopping for groceries?
They will.
All that good stuff. Well, that's really great to know, Robert. This program, it's called the waiver program, is meant to allow people to stay in their home longer and not go to a nursing home.
It's designed to people that if they didn't have this help, they were destined to go to a nursing home. And what that would mean is that the state would pay a lot more money for them at a nursing home. And so it's kind of like cost-benefit analysis. The state, it's a lot less expensive for them to send people home, keep them home longer.
Now, there's some people out there listening and thinking, oh, Tom, you know what? I spent a lot of time helping to take care of my parents here in the state of Florida. I could use some help. Or there's some parents out there that's saying, hey, I want to stay at my home as long as I can. Yeah, I've got some of my kids that are helping me somewhat, but I need some additional help. These would both be people that might want to call us today, whether it's for your parents or for it yourself, that they would call us and get some more information about this.
Absolutely.
Now,
Absolutely.
we have a free booklet, by the way. It's called Free In-Home Care for Seniors. And if you'd like to get that free In-Home Care for Seniors booklet, you call the Olsen Law Group anytime at 407-423-5561. If nobody picks up, just leave your name and mailing address. We'll get that booklet in the mail to you. Or you can order that booklet through our website as well. That's olsenlawgroup.com. Now, Robert, I want to make it clear to people that when you apply for this free in-home care for seniors, they will rate you based on what your needs are, not financial needs, but what your needs are. Yeah. And we meet with people all the time, and I'm dare to say that they might be rated a 1 or a 2. They don't have a whole lot of needs yet, but you got to be rated a 5 before the state of Florida actually starts sending this help your way.
Right. That's the difference between like Medicaid and a skilled nursing facility. With the waiver, it's totally needs-based. So you have to be interviewed, and our firm, we're very lucky. We help people with the interview process, walk them through it, because sometimes you're not realizing how much you're helping somebody as a caregiver, and that can bump the score up to a 5. And once they get that 5, then let's say they get a 5 on March or April, oh hell, it's May already, May 5th. They get their 5 on May 5th. The government funds it the next following first of the month. June 1st, they get called off of the list. That's when we get rolling.
So there are people out there thinking that's great, but what we really want to let them know is that this is takes a bit of time to get this process done.
It's a program that you can't wait to be on fire, right? Yeah. But that's why we always like to start early with it, and I tell them you can't wait until you're in an emergency room and you're being sent home and you're expecting to get this care. that's not going to work. You kind of have to build up to it.
So people can start the process with us, and let's say it takes 8 or 9 months. We can start the process, and if by the time 8 or 9 months rolls around, if you're not ready yet, then they'll just go on to the next person down the line.
Yeah, I like to say, this firm is very big on, we do a lot of pre-planning, right? And so this waiver is the last stage of pre-planning. And even, Tom, if you get a 5 and you get called off the list, you still have 6 months to be able to fully apply for the program. So that buys you more time if you're not unsure.
So folks, this is called the waiver program. It's about free in-home care for seniors. We have free booklets on those topics, and we'll be happy to mail that booklet out to you. Free in-home care for seniors. Call the Olsen Law Group at 407-423-5561. As well, you can order that booklet through our website, olsenlawgroup.com.